Have you been following the drama that has been going on for a month between the deposed hosts of Good Morning America, Amy Robach and TJ Holmes, and ABC? You clicked on this article, therefore of course you have been. Well, buckle up because there are some upgrades. Along with Dr. Jennifer Ashton, Robach and Holmes serve as the regular anchors of the noon program GMA3, What You Need to Know. Since their affairs revelation in November, they have not been on the air. The next week, ABC News repeated the words and said they were reviewing their scandalous behavior internally. A month has passed, though, and no official updates have been provided. Robach and Holmes haven't decreased their PDA in the interim, following reports of them making out in a NYC pub and a cabin in upstate New York. They were most recently seen celebrating the holidays together in Atlanta and Miami. Among these sightings are images of Robach leaving the house she lived with her husband Andrew Shue, as well as Holmes filing for divorce from his wife of almost 13 years, Marilee Fiebig, who acknowledged the affair in a statement from her legal counsel yesterday. Page 6 and The Sun are currently reporting on the ambiguous results of the continuing investigation. It seems unlikely that a decision would be made this week, a source informed the UK newspaper. There isn't actually a timeline. The announcement would be revealed for the GMA3 audience soon. The internal assessment is complete, the insider said. According to a source who spoke with Page 6, Holmes is certain that his actions don't justify losing his job and maintains that he has done nothing wrong in that situation. According to another source, the investigation is taking so long because they want to make sure there aren't going to be any more women coming forward in the wake of his second alleged relationship with a show producer. But here's the thing, players will play. And as long as it's done with consent, all of this appears to be an overreaction that does not accurately reflect the incredibly conservative network. While maintaining a safe workplace is important, it is unfair to risk the careers of two anchors who have worked hard to earn their positions because of their messy personal lives, which would remain private if not for the vile tabloid culture. The network has been rotating replacement hosts since the disclosure, beginning with Gio Benitez and Stephanie Ramos and moving on to DeMarco Morgan, Rhiannon Ally, Janai Norman, and Dr. Darian Sutton for a brief period of time. But how about right now? Will Holmes and Robach return? Who is now airing on GMA3? For more information, keep reading. We are heartbroken to report that TJ Holmes and Amy Robach won't be appearing on today's episode of GMA3, What You Need to Know. Even though Amy Robach and TJ Holmes aren't appearing on GMA3, What You Need to Know to start the new year, their names are still mentioned in the opening sequence of the talk show. Each broadcast begins with a narrator reading aloud the phrase, "Now, from Times Square, Amy Robach and TJ Holmes with Dr. Jennifer Ashton and What You Need to Know." Our suspicion is that until ABC makes a firm announcement on upcoming programs, their names will remain in the introduction. DeMarco Morgan and Rhiannon Ally will take the places of Amy Robach and TJ Holmes on today's episode of GMA3, What You Need to Know, along with Dr. Jennifer Ashton. These two should wrap up the week and be at the news desk tomorrow, according to our prediction. Who knows, maybe we'll run across them again the following week. By employing the same hosts for a predetermined amount of time, typically 2 weeks, the show has been attempting to establish some consistency.